Hey, this is MJ with Off Grid Online, and today we're going to show a very easy process on how to solder your solar cells that you've purchased online or anywhere else that you've purchased them. The biggest problem that I had when I first started it is I would try to solder it and it would actually peel the surface off of the solar cell, and then I couldn't attach the solder to it anymore. Well, it turns out that what happens is if there's a gap between the solar cell and the wire that you're putting, that little air gap causes a problem, and I don't know how it works, whatever, but it peels it off. The trick is to get that metal to sit perfectly tight up against your solar cell, and then when you apply your solder, you start on one side and you brush it all the way off. If you pull it up, it also sucks the solder off of the connection, and you have a whole big problem. You end up messing up your cells. So I've actually developed a very easy way of doing it, and it actually works so well that I'm actually producing them really quick. And just to show you how easy it is, I brought somebody who is inexperienced at soldering. This is her first time, and I would like to introduce my lovely wife, DJ.
Hello.
So here's DJ, and what I did, I'm going to go ahead and take over the camera now. I'm going to bring your attention down to the rig that I made, and what you'll notice is that I just got some craft sticks from the dollar store, I believe, and there was a couple of larger ones, and these larger ones came in handy. So what I did is I would line up my wires on the cells, and I put these bigger popsicle sticks, or craft sticks as they're called on the package. I put the bigger ones so that I can have access to each of my contacts in between the sticks. And then I got another one, broke it in half, attached it like that, and I did one more just to have some kind of surface to press down on. I made that one a little too big. So there you go. I have my pieces made. This is the one that I've actually made already, and as you can see, I used clothesline pins. Thank you, baby. I used some clothespins to attach it, and I just got a hot glue gun, put a dab on either side, and pressed it down, and made this little contraption here. And that's basically how I did it. I set it up on here where I wanted it. I glued each piece, and now I can just press down in the center, and it presses down evenly all the way around. And most importantly, it presses the metal down right next to my contacts. So now, to demonstrate how much easier it makes this, when you're doing your soldering, the trick is to use a sweeping action. I'm using I think a 40-watt soldering iron. I believe that's what it is. But anyway, I was told to stay away from using this because it was too hot, but it actually works better if you use this process. So what you do, you get it started, get it hot, put your dab on there, and you press down on one side, sweep in motion, and you don't let this come off of the cell. You just simply brush it off, and it sticks every single time. Just to show you how easy it is, I'm going to put it into the newbie hands of my wife, DJ. And here she is. She's going to give it a shot. And she's a lefty, just so you know. We won't hold that against her, of course.
Lefties rule, righties drool.
Oh, you put too much.
Put too much.
Press the center. And voila, you have a perfect solder. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Not sure that it'll get too much closer, but and it doesn't. So anyway, let me remove the camera then from the base, from the tripod, I should say. And a little too close.
Let's try it again.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and set it where you can have good access to it. Do this side.
Okay.
And this camera just won't let me get in. Oh, wait a minute. I know. Try changing the setting. There we go. Now I'm in close-up mode.
All right.
I don't know if it's how clear it is, but she's doing a good job on it. But you want to put just enough on there just before it drips. You want enough of a glob just before it drips. And there you go. It's soldered. It's a good connection, and it doesn't come off of the cell. So there you have it. Hopefully that helps some of you who are struggling with the soldering portion of this. We have inexperienced newbie. She's able to do it.
Very inexperienced.
She was able to do it on the first try, believe it or not.